This is the picket line of the Massey House workers in Toronto. These workers support vulnerable young mothers and their babies. Since the Harris Conservatives cut funding by 25%, this agency has run up a $500,000 deficit. That's peanuts, really, next to the $1 billion that Stephen Harper spent on the G8-G20 summits, which were ironically themed with maternal health. The McGuinty Liberals just cut corporate taxes by $3.6 billion, but they can't find 80 grand to help Massey House meet its pay equity obligations. The workers here have subsidized maternal health by having their wages frozen for a decade. They can't afford it anymore and are defending everybody's interests by striking. In 1948, after the workers of the world had to kick the fascist asses so beloved of big business, the UN made its Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Article 23 reads, "Everyone has the right to form and join trade unions for the protection of their interests." Between 1948 and 1979, workers saw the greatest gains in wages and working conditions in history. Real wages rose with productivity, public services and education became accessible, and the gap between the rich and the rest of us narrowed a bit. But this didn't suit the capitalist elites. In 1981, just after Norma Rae won 2 Oscars, Ronald Reagan fired 11,000 air traffic controllers. Thus was declared open season on unions in America. Since then, despite massive gains in productivity, real wages have remained stagnant. On the legal front, just last January, the Supreme Court of Canada endorsed Walmart's anti-union animus in a rare split decision. The world's largest employer now enjoys impunity in closing any Canadian store that gets unionized. Last January, Stephen Harper also tried to deprive public sector workers of the right to strike. Had this move succeeded, Stevie would be in the pantheon of other free market heroes like Augusto Pinochet and Saddam Hussein, who also did the same. After World War II, the Allies wrote a German constitution requiring that German corporate boards be made up of 50% union representatives. The idea was for unions to watch out for incipient corporate fascism. The actual result was that it prevented German capital from exporting its manufacturing to China. Too bad the Allies didn't take their own medicine. Today, Germany is the world's leading export economy, followed by China. Despite any G8 chirping to the contrary, the governments of the world care only for corporate interests. This line shows that governments couldn't give a rat's ass about maternal health. These are the workers who actually address maternal health on the front line every day in every way. And this is where the only social progress has ever actually been made. On the street, by real people and their unions. On the Massey House picket line in Toronto, on day 87 of the righteous strike, I'm Alberto da Silva, and not Rex Murphy.